Hello friends, welcome back to the Bloodmoon estate. I think it's time for the customary beginning of the episode rundown of our resources. 28, 33, 8, 41, 86. Alright, we're doing okay. This roster is a frickin' mess though. We'll sort by level and sort by activity, I suppose. We got some level 3s. We did a veteran dungeon last time. Everyone's looking in pretty good shape except Reynold, but we don't have a frontliner at that point, so that's okay. We will, it's going to have to be a level 1 dungeon with entirely level 1s by the looks of it. We could kill the Prophet. I want it to be at least a medium level dungeon because, you know, we don't have necessarily very long to complete the game in a Stygian run, so... Oh, the Sniper's Ring is not terrible. The Sniper's Ring is actually pretty decent early on. 2 speed is meaningful, but speed doesn't scale well in the same way that accuracy does. Or at least it scales slower than accuracy. So maybe we could take that. It looks like it might be the best of a mediocre lot. We've already got a Dazzling Charm, well that would be a no-brainer. The Double-Edged Pendant is pretty okay, but the Stun Resist is terrible. So I think we're going to go with this one. We'll do a Long Apprentice dungeon. We will... oh my word. We will take Fuggeris in rank 1 or 2. In the Wield, I don't think we want a Crusader. I think we want someone a bit more versatile. Maybe Monceau, Man-at-Arms could be a really good shout here. And we will take Ver, because he has 0 stress. Although I want Dive Buglin. I mean, her name is Dive Buglin. I can't really say no. There's Demon's Pull, which is pretty good at Best Artillery. He's got a good set of skills here, Liam Neeson style. But, yeah, I think we'll take him. I think we'll give him a chance. And we'll take Strivelin as well, who has rabies. Great, okay. That's it's the only time you'll ever hear that sentence, but that's pretty good still. Okay. Unequip all trinkets. For our supporting man-at-arms, the only problem here, we don't have a stunner. That's actually kind of an issue. Yeah, maybe we do want a stunner. Maybe I'll take Campbell instead of... It's going to be instead of Strivelin, isn't it? We'll take Campbell. Yeah, Plague Grenade, Noxious Blast, Blinding Gas. Seems good. Instead of Incision, we'll take Disorienting Blast. So we need to go to the guild. Check this out. I think I would probably... I definitely want to upgrade Crush. Rampart, obviously, it is a stun, but it's not a great one. It's okay. I will take Retribution. This is going to be... the Man-at-Arms is more of a supporting character. I don't necessarily want to be marking... Oh, guarding, rather, sorry. I don't know where marking came from. Ignore me. I'm having one of those days, you know? So we'll use Bolster. I don't really think we care about Bolster. It's pretty good. Defender is quite situational. It really comes down to do I want to be spending my gold, and I think we will take Bolster. And instead of Command, we'll take Bolster, because Bolster affects everyone. I think Command... No, Command must affect everyone, right? Or it's kind of weak. No, I don't think it does, now I think about it. Alright, I could be wrong. We'll take Punish and Reign of Sorrows. What did you use last time? Yeah, Redeem and Suffer. They're both pretty good, I think. Exsanguinate is also okay. It's a little bit situational. We'll use Redeem and Suffer. We'll just stick with that for now. Campbell. We do want Disorienting Blast, so we'll take off Incision for that. And Ver, I think is fine the way he is. We love him just the way he is. Okay, we'll check the Blacksmith. And we'll upgrade everything. I mean, this is what gold is for, really, you know. Okay. So now we'll sort out some trinkets. I did hit unequip all right. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, okay. Pretty good. All right. We're not going Tortureless. Much as I would like to, I think it's a fool's game at this point. Yeah, because it's a long mission. So I think I'll give you the Solar Crown. And, it's this time again, isn't it? Oh, yeah, okay. Toy Soldier seems very, very strong. Okay. The Flagellant. We want to give him more bleed chance, really, but I don't know if we have anything that will allow us to do that. Yeah, we might not have any bleed trinkets now I think about it. Seems pretty bad. We'll give you the... No, we don't want to give you the Book of Sanity. That's the worst idea anyone's ever had. Alright. Sort of at a loss then. The Protection Stone, maybe? I don't know. There's not a lot I want to give him. I guess I'll give you the bleed charm, right? Why not? Bit more bleed resist. It's okay. The dissection kit is actually not that good. I mean, it looks incredible. Plague Dodge is not great for bleeding or direct damage, so maybe it's a little bit of a, I don't want to say a newbie trap, but it's maybe not quite as good as it looks. Without the set bonus, obviously with the set bonus, that's much, much better. So I think we will give you the Book of Sanity, because we don't want you being stressed out, and we'll give you the Dazzling Charm as well. And we'll give you the Stun Amulet and the Dazzling Charm. You can't have the Tome of Holy Healing, which sucks, but you can have the Chirurgeon Charm. And I will give you... We're not going to be fighting much in the way of Eldritch monsters. I think I will give you the Book of Sanity, which I've been trying to give to someone since the day I was born, apparently. And we finally found the right candidate. Okay, it's a long mission, alright. How much blood have we got? 10 for 0 heroes, I think that's fine. I'm actually going to take all the food I can. We're not going to go torches, we'll only take 2 stacks of torches, which may be a little bit on the low side. We'll take 6 spades, 4 anti-venom, 3 bandages, 3 herbs, 2 keys, 2 holy water, and 2 blood. That is a hell of a lot of resources. I've just come from recording another episode of the Kennels, my Handmaster run, in which I talked at length about the fact that I slept for 14 hours last night. I slept right through my alarm and woke up at lunchtime today. So I'm on energy drink. I am really tired because that's what happens when you sleep for 14 hours. So if I start talking shit, don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay.
Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Okay, good start. Good start, Monso. It's why we brought you. You're the canary. This is explore 90%. That's pretty good. So let's be smart about this. For once in our goddamn lives. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm going to double check that. I think I skipped one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, okay. We managed to count to 18 first try. Champagne for everyone. That means we actually have to go to all but one room, I think, which is really unlucky. I think that's the case. I'm not entirely sure how the percentages work out on that. Do you want to do Reign of Sorrows, or would we rather punish? I think we would rather punish. That's guaranteed to kill something if it hits. And if the bleed goes on, obviously. Great. 10 out of 10. These are not Eldritch. I'm extremely unlikely to kill them, but what else am I going to do, you know? Might as well soften them up a little bit. Oh. Oh-ho. Oh-ho-ho. Alright. I mean, it's happened before that the blight has not gone on either of them. But there's a 60% chance. Okay, 60% chance. 60-40. We high rolled on one, low rolled on the other. That's not a problem. We killed one of them. That's the main thing. We should kill this, right? Yeah, okay. Now, any attack that we have will kill rank 2, pretty much. Okay, good first fight. Really good first fight. Well, I mean, sure. I'm not going to heal someone because I might bleed them. Really pulling his weight there. Our good friend there. Should maybe have waited on the torch until before the next battle. That's not a problem. We've got a torch. We'll light the torch. It's just how I roll. Do people still say that? Did people ever really say that unironically? That's how I roll? I mean, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not some kind of meme expert. I know that they exist. I know that I've never met one who I liked in real life at the same time. It's not for me. Well, blinding gas here, that's guaranteed, right? That's got to be guaranteed, yeah. Do I want to stun you? I think I'm actually going to bolster. This is going to be a long fight. We're going to benefit from the dodge and hopefully the speed. And we will Abyssal Artillery, sure. Will Abyssal Artillery. Need to get these guys killed before they mark anyone. That's the important thing, really. So we need to do 16 damage. Split pretty evenly between these guys. We should be okay. Okay, what's our chance to stun again, then? 135 against 65. And they have a little bit of blight resist. I'm actually going to try and stun again. Yeah, I think that's probably our best bet. Also, we don't need to deal that much damage because they're already bleeding, so that's okay. And we can Abyssal Artillery again. That's actually killed them both, hasn't it? No. That's the answer to that. No, it hasn't. All right, I'm glad we checked.
Give them no quarter.
And now we will stun one of you guys here. Unless we want to bolster again. I don't know. I feel like bolster is really good. I don't tend to use buffs that much. It's something I'm trying to start doing more. Because I know how useful they can be. Especially if you got 2 fights back to back. You want to throw a couple of bolsters on the turn before the last fight ends, and suddenly you're going into the second fight with like 15 speed, and it's really, really strong. What does Disorienting Blast get you stunned on? The protection on these guys is a little bit annoying. Well, Retribution. Mark him, give him some riposte action. And I will heal, yeah. 12, don't bleed him, don't bleed him. Oh, we didn't bleed him, nice. The bleed here is going to be so useful from the Flagellant. His bleeds are super strong. And they've got some protection, which makes them obviously more susceptible to bleed in general. These guys have no bleed resist, basically. They do have some blight resist. This is not going really according to plan. We should be able to stun this again, yeah. Nice one. Top notch. Is he dead? One off? No, okay, that's one too many, alright. Might as well just kill it then, I suppose. We'll just kill it. I know the Flagellant kind of likes being on low health, but I don't really want that. I don't really want to risk it right now, because it's going to be a long dungeon. We want to put him on low health now. I mean, that seems like it might be a problem later on. I think he has... Does he have innately high death blow resist? He does not. It does. Unless that's a quirk or something. No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like he might have an extra 6% death blow resist just straight up, which is obviously amazing. Vulnerability... Start again! Will vulnerability hex you? And, okay. It's functionally dead now. Oh my word, this is going to be a long fucking episode. It's going to be one of those episodes, you know? I don't mean it's going to be a long episode in the sense of it's going to be, like, I'm not going to enjoy it, like it's going to drag. That's absolutely incorrect. I wouldn't do this if I didn't enjoy it. But at the same time, it's going to be an episode where I make a fool of myself. A little bit, I think, and that's okay. It's probably why you're watching, let's be honest. We'll read the journal page. Yay. Moira has been afflicted with sickness. Must have been some rotten air from a coffin she insisted on piercing with her spade. Terrible as this place is, I know I'll not fall for any trap, nor crazy idiot. I wager my lucky coin on it. That's my highwayman voice, my best highwayman voice. I don't want to get rid of anything to take a jade. We're going to be fine for loot. I think it's more important that we keep our supplies. Oh, more blood. Oh, 1,000 gold, though. 1,000 gold. 1,000 gold. More scouting? No more scouting, that's okay. I think I would rather have the gold than the deeds. I think that is... Oh, wait, no. Ignore me, no. I am not myself. I've come fresh from my, from recording an episode of my Houndmaster run. Whew, that was close. We won't take that now. On my Houndmaster run, I'm a lot further through the game, and that means that heirlooms are not particularly important at that point. They are, however, extremely important right now. And in fact, I don't even know if I really wanted to do that, because we don't have anywhere to put this ruby now. I don't want to get rid of the skeleton key, because we need that for a secret room. I don't really, I don't know. Maybe we get rid of the holy water then. Maybe we do. Let's do it. We should camp early as well, I think. Partly for the inventory space, but not entirely. We'll camp after this battle. Yes, we will camp after this battle. That's okay. 60, 50, 60, 60. Ah, dear me. Ah, well, we did it. Finally, we did it. But yeah, that was maybe a mistake not to bring anyone who was going to trap disarm. Well, you know, shit happens. I think I would do it again. Getting hit by 1 or 2 extra traps over the course of a dungeon is bad, but it's not the end of the world. It's not really worth basing your entire party comp around, I think. Oh, this bleeds 2 for 3. Did they nerf that? Did that used to be 4 for 3? There are a lot of people calling for the Flagellant to be nerfed, so would not surprise me in the slightest. We'll bolster again. Going to be probably a long fight if I had to guess. Okay, it's yeah, we'll just well, Abyssal Artillery. These are Eldritch, so the Occultist is a decent choice for killing these. Okay, that's at 9 and that's at 5. Sweet. So our Man-at-Arms should be able to kill one of them. And probably... No, their stun resist is ridiculous now. We probably still could do it, but I'm not going to try. Because it's not certain enough. The Blight, though... Oh, no, it's just bad, isn't it? We'll Disorienting Blast one of these. That's okay. And we'll get more Reign of Sorrows on. Yeah, these guys are kind of in the wrong order. No, not really. Alright, we'll Reign of Sorrows. Man, if only I'd hit it for 1, then that would have made no difference. Apparently. My math skill is not doing it today. It's not really pulling it for me. So 6 HP, bleeding for 4, so we only need to deal 7 damage to it to kill it, right? Nah, this is incorrect. 1 for 3 and 1 for 3 is not terrible. Well, if you're going to hit anyone down below 50% HP, I'd rather it was him, because now he can get Suffer. No, not Suffer. Oh, he doesn't have his offensive... Exsanguinate, that's it. He doesn't have his offensive skill that allows him to deal shitloads of damage. Well, I made a deliberate choice not to do that. So I'm not too worried. I'm not going to use Redeem now. Definitely not going to use Sufferer. I'll just Punish. Yeah, that's fine. Rank 3 is almost dead, so... Well, I mean, he is functionally dead. Turns out 4 is more than 2, who knew? And we will get the heal on you. 14. Nice. Right, so we'll Noxious Blast. No, we will Disorienting Blast. Just damage mitigation, my friends. Damage mitigation. Can we crush you? Can we rampart you? I mean, we could. It's not great, is it? We'll just crush you.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Top advice, Wayne. Thank you very much. I hadn't considered that. What a Noxious Blast now? What Disorienting Blast? This is like the 3rd time I've said this. Oh, you can't target the front row with Disorienting Blast. Alright, okay, it's fine. 1 damage, great. Top notch, top notch. We don't want it to bleed out. That's the thing here. It doesn't make too much difference. Alright. Okay. So we can... Weird Reconstruction. They're both missing 7 HP and bleeding for 1, so I guess we target the one who doesn't want to die. Okay, so that means that we can't stun this with Disorienting Blast now, but that's okay. It's really not the end of the world. We probably wouldn't even want to. And by probably wouldn't even, I instead mean none of those words. We would want to, almost certainly. Yeah, but instead we have to Noxious Blast. The Blight might still go on, yeah, and it did. And that killed it, sweet. Alright. Here I am eating my words.
Push on to the tasks.
Want to take a Jade? Want to take a Jade? Okay, no scouting. That means we camp, I think. And I mean...
Close in tenuous firelight.
Yeah.
And uneasy companionship.
We will eat for 8. I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. Quality entertainment. What do we got? What do we got here? Oh man, these camping skills suck. I think maybe... Well, tactics is pretty strong. We don't really have a huge amount of stuff. Do we actually maybe want to just spend 2 time on reducing his stress? I don't want to give him more stress because we're in a long dungeon. Maybe if you were like right before a non-stress inflicting boss, you might want to do that, like the Brigand Cannon or something, give him that extra firepower. Is he diseased? He is not diseased. Do I want to give him just disease resist? Yeah, I mean, I'll give you self-medicate, I suppose. We just really got nothing useful here, huh? Alright, well, I'll give my man-at-arms more damage. And I think we will... do you want to maintain equipment, just turn him into a total beast? Maybe we do. I kind of had him in mind as more of a supporting character. I'll encourage first. We can use 1 more 4 cost. I guess we use just encourage then, right? No. Alright, we'll maintain equipment. We'll probably get ambushed and die now, but that's okay. No ambush, right. Sweet.
The promise of safety.
Do you want to go here for minimal backtracking? No, because we don't need to backtrack much anyway. In fact, if we skip this room and this room, we should be okay. So yeah, we should be able to get away with only going to 16 of the 18 rooms. Oh, that's not the worst thing in the world, but it's certainly not great. Did he just say Nesquik buddies? Nesquik buddies! Man, you guys ever have Nesquik? I don't know if that's a thing outside of the UK. It's like a breakfast cereal made by Nestle. It's like little chocolatey balls, right? Very popular in the 90s. I don't know if you guys have that in whatever country you're in, but it's great. You're missing out. We want to crush because we have the buff for it. Rank 3 is now dead. Rank 4 is the bigger threat, I think. So we'll demons put him up to the front where our man-at-arms can kill it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of assume that everyone on the internet is from America because that's the way it is, you know? America does seem to have a monopoly on, maybe not a monopoly on the internet, but I mean, it's a very easy assumption to make, and a very lazy assumption to make, that everyone on the internet is American. That's why it always surprises me when I see someone mention that they're from, say, Great Britain, just to pick a country completely at random. It shouldn't surprise me. It really shouldn't surprise me, but it does, and I feel like it's. I feel like it would be worse if I thought that and I was American, which again is a pretty lazy kind of excuse. But I also don't think it's something that's unique to just me. I think that's very common to assume that everyone is American until proven otherwise. Even on like huge international sites, you'll still see like big headlines saying, you know, say with the words like "this country," meaning America, or like "the election," meaning the American election that happened 6 years ago, or 6 months ago, as opposed to the British election that happened that day. That's something I saw on Reddit a while ago, where on the day of the British general election, I will stun you. On the day of the British general election, there was a huge thread asking about people's opinion on the American election that happened 6 months ago, and it's simply titled, you know, referred to it as the election. And I was like, which one though? Like, and imagine if you live in a country which is even less representation online or vocal representation online than the UK. I mean, it's even worse, right? Especially if English isn't your first language. It's a big assumption that everyone is American on the internet, and I'm only helping to perpetuate that, so you're welcome, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I warned you this would be a bullshit-filled episode. You have only yourself to blame, my friend. Do we want to heal? I feel like we'd rather heal than Vulnerability Hex, right? Vulnerability Hex can do basically nothing. Alright, yeah, that was definitely the right choice. Man, the Occultist is such a good healer. I actually prefer the Occultist over the Vestal, like, the majority of the time. Oh, I've done it again. The majority of the time, I think. I tend to take the Vestal more early on. You really want to... Don't really care about doing that, do we? Really? I mean, I guess we will. Yeah, I guess we will. It doesn't really have any downside that I can see. Yeah, I prefer the Occultist over the Vestal for the majority of content, but early on, I think the Vestal's consistency is more important.
Horrors, brought low and driven
Yeah.
into the mud.
We can afford to lose 25G, that's not a problem. This is holy water? I think this is holy water. Let's not touch it. Don't want my dudes to get super stressed out, unless I do. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to touch it with my Flagellant. I think the worst it's going to do is stress me out. Okay. Oh, okay, it's Blight, that's fine. But I think it can actually give you positive quirks sometimes. So I think it's worth doing occasionally, at least. Man, there were a lot of fights in this dungeon, man. You were blinding gas. Okay, double stun. Which I think was guaranteed, let's be honest. And we'll, Abyssal Artillery. The affectionately named Ceiling Spaghetti. These guys hopefully kill at least rank 3. Need to do 5 damage to it to kill it. Oh! That was good! We should do that more often. Sweet! And it bled out, which is even better, because that brings this guy up to rank 3, which means we can target it with Punish and Crush. Wow, this is going really well right now. Right, so because rank 2 actually targets marked allies, or marked enemies, I guess, I think we're going to Retribution. Because he has the extra protection from, it is just Toy Soldier, right? Yeah, not Solar Crown. And we have a good single target healer, that means sort of, that we can use to take advantage of that. Yeah, looking pretty good. Need to get that riposte on, that means we can focus on rank 1, which is now dead. And I'll Disorienting Blast you, yeah, bring you up to the front. Alright, that's fine too. We didn't really need to move you. It was the stun that was more important. 16! That's good. And I guess we'll weird reconstruction. Everyone's in really great shape right now. Need to do 2 damage. I think we can manage that. I think we can do it. Yeah, even Campbell managed to do it. I will take it. And I guess we'll do that. Get you some protection on, in case we get into a fight in this next corridor.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I'm actually going to eat some food. I'm going to drop the food. I'm going to take the gold over the portraits. I don't think portraits are actually too useful early on. Okay, we got some bloodsuckers on our hands. We have 3 vials of the blood, which is super important. Okay, straight off the bat, there is Cursed. Alright, really need to kill these guys. But, oh man, they can't be stunned. They can't be stunned. I guess we'll stun one of them. One of the ones that can be stunned, we'll kill the other one, we'll focus him down. Or her, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be female, right? I've seen enough mosquitoes in my time to know which are male and female, right? Yeah, it kind of sucks. They're not even Eldritch. I guess we'll demons pull you up to the front, make you easy to hit. We will want to kill you next, so yeah. Used to breed mosquitoes for my job, as I'm pretty sure I've mentioned a couple of times in the past, so they hold no fear for me now. We can't do anything here. We'll just heal you, yeah. Heal for 9. Okay, well, heal for 6. That's okay too. Can we blight you? They have so much blight resist. Oh man, it's really bad. Oh, we can still stun it. Yeah, that's great. Like 90% stun chance. Yeah, all right. I'll allow it. It's dead now, so we can crush you. Oh, 19! Lovely. Everyone's got quite minimal stress. I mean, Ver is getting up there, but 28 is really not a big problem. He can heal himself. The occultist has really low base HP.
But never hidden.
We can't stun you. We can blight you. We can reach out and grab you. He's do 11 damage. What do you got for me, bro? Ooh, almost. Almost. Okay. It's dead now. Here's a dead girl. That's okay. Any food? Yeah, you can eat some food.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Don't care about the gold there. Use a bandage. Sure. All right, 125 gold.
Are often low on supplies.
Would rather have had the bandage if I'm honest. Lunchtime. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong. We'll have to go up around here, I think. We'll try it again. We'll try it again. Any power the effigy once had is now lost. All right. No fight, more scouting. That's what we like to see. Got a secret room for me? No fights over here as well. I am honored. And a holy water, all right. I can't do anything with it, but I appreciate the thought. I do. I appreciate the thought. Thank you. Thank you.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
We're like maybe halfway through. A little bit less. It's going to be a long dungeon, my friend. It's going to be a long dungeon. I hope you're up for it. I know I am. 25. That's 100, right? Functionally 100% chance? Yeah. Okay, they have reasonable speed. We should be able to kill you, hopefully. As long as we don't hit for 4. Okay, it's not 4. And the spitter will probably go now. Yeah, that's okay. Disease, blight, blight. I can deal with blight. 1 for 3, not a problem. Oh no. Oh no. It's not even worth it. I think we vulnerability hex. Reduce its dodge. I don't even know if it had any dodge. I should have checked that, but I didn't check that. We're gonna stun you anyway. It does not matter. It does not matter. We can crush you again. Yeah, all right. Easy fight, easy life. 4 Ds, I want that. In and around my mouth. We'll dump the bandages for it. Yeah, we'll dump the bandages. I'll take 4 Ds over a bandage almost every time until like week 80. 8 crests? Yeah, I'm not too bothered about the citron. Gold is important, but heirlooms are much, much more important, I think. It seems weird to say that. Like, I mean, obviously, like, you know, 5 gold is going to be less important than 4,000 crests, but I don't know. You need to define a ratio and a context for that information, I think, before you say which is more important. We can actually dump 2 shovels now. Yeah, we haven't encountered that many traps, or not traps, obstacles, sorry. Yeah, that's fine. That said, though, heirlooms in the late game are actually pretty decent now because of the districts. Districts give you a really good late game use for heirlooms. When previously you would go on a loot run and be like, I could take 8 crests or 300 gold. I think I'll take the 300 gold, which is obviously not great from a design standpoint. So I really like that they changed that and made an effort to make heirlooms more useful in the late game. They have blight resist, so I'll stun them. Otherwise, I would have blighted them. Doesn't turn out to make too much difference. Although that said, blight would have ensured that these guys are dead now. We can... 10... It's not ideal, that's okay. 2 of them will get an attack in. That should be that. Need to deal, 1 damage to each of these. Alright, my Flagellant can do that. Actually, no, my Plague Doctor can do that. That's probably going to be better. They have high speed, though. These guys may just get an attack in. That's okay. Okay, no, our Flagellant will do it then. Make sure they don't get any attacks in. They are so dead. And I guess we will... Weird reconstruction then. Went with Welsh there. Lived in Wales for 2 years. You'd think I'd be able to do an accent. Accent's not strictly speaking my strongest point here. Now they have high blight resist. Will disorienting blast you. Just focus down rank, well, what is now rank 2. Oh, wow. That is a good flanking. 10 out of 10 flanking would flank again. Okay. 1050.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Yeah, I guess we'll dump a torch, right? We'll probably be camping again in the not too distant future. I'm not super excited to camp again, knowing that our camping skills are straight garbage, but some of those buffs served us well so far. We shouldn't disrespect them. It's very important. Again, shouldn't have cranked the torch in there. I don't think it makes too much difference.
Treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
In the grand scheme of things, I'm not even sure there's a loot bonus associated with that. Ah, yeah, great. I'm actually gonna do it with Campbell, even though Vare needs the stress relief more. Because if it hadn't gone on, then Vare would be in serious danger. Whereas the risk is much lower with Campbell. There's nothing of value on the body. That'll fucking teach you, buddy, won't it? Hey? That'll teach you. Hopefully we'll get some scouting here. If we get some scouting, oh yes, we'll know when it's safe to camp. Okay. We're actually like almost done, which is odd. I thought it was going to be much longer than this. Okay, now because we won't get the full benefit. Yeah, I'll go with Monso. Alright, well, that's 2 out of 3. That's 60% chance. We've done alright there. Not worried about the blight. That is a bandage, right? Okay, can't do that. Can't do anything with that. We will camp after this battle. Herbs. Oh, we dropped our herbs. Bums. Bums and farts, alright. How are we doing for torches? 3 torches? Well, I knew we were going to be a little bit low on torches. We'll let the torch burn out, and then we'll camp. So we may actually end up camping here. That would be okay. We can disorienting blast, bring you up to the front, get you murdered. Ah, well, that was silly. That's okay, though. We'll, oh, 15! The heal! Coming in strong, coming in strong! We'll crush you. We'll punish you. It's not quite dead. It's not quite dead. Oh no, it's stunned, so it is dead. All right. Again, numbers, not my strong point. So I think we do actually want to use our man-at-arms for buffs again finally, because his buff is his camping buff has run out. What does disorienting blast you? Bring you back, then we can pull you up to the front again, perhaps. Although we don't need to. Yeah. It's so easy to just die in this that I think I'm gonna weird reconstruction, yeah. Seems like a solid idea. Yeah, we can bolster. That extra 3 speed is so strong. I don't know what that scales up to at high levels. Like I say, I mean, the man-at-arms is not a class that I have historically really enjoyed very much. I'm not a huge fan of buff classes in general. They tend to bore me a little bit. But I'm starting to see the power of them. And by buff classes, I mean like buff classes in other games as well. Like, I've never been that interested in supporting characters. I like playing DPS. I like playing healers. I don't necessarily enjoy support characters as much. But that's maybe because my playstyle lacks nuance. Speaking of which, Game of Thrones is back soon. We're kind of stuck for options here. That was a self-aware joke. It's a self-aware joke about how Game of Thrones fans, myself included, tend to praise the show for its nuance. even where there is clearly none. Oh man. It's okay. It's okay. There's no problem here. Gotta stop creating problems for myself when none actually exist. Also, I've probably got to start thinking about what I'm doing in the game rather than just talking about Game of Thrones the whole time. This fight is over anyway. Okay, I mean this fight is over though. So if you want to just die, that'd be great. Yeah, okay. It had a speed of 0. I'm not really sure what I expected. We will get rid of something here.
This is a slow and insidious killer.
We'll get rid of the... We'll go torchless. Fuck it. Why not?
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
We'll go torchless. We won't destroy the torch now. We'll let it burn down on its own. And we'll probably camp here, just to get a little bit of torchlight out of it. I'm not in any, I'm not worried that this run is going to be over or anything. I'm not worried that we're going to lose this dungeon. Hopefully I won't anyway. And we'll try and stun you, yeah. We'll bolster. This is going to be quite a long fight, I think. So we'll stun the back line. Oh, blinding gas. It's such a good skill. It's such a good skill.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
I'm really going to want a blasphemous vial for my Plague Doctor in the not too distant future. It's such a good trinket. Extra blight chance, extra stun chance. It's got everything you could possibly want in a Plague Doctor trinket. It's got 6 and 7 HP respectively. Rabies, alright. Sure, that's not too bad. You're freaking kidding me? They're at 2 HP. They're at... Nope, one's at 1 and one's at 3. That's how numbers work. We might as well crush you. And I guess we'll Plague Grenade, try and hit it for 1. Yeah. Alright, that's fine too. Didn't really expect the Blight to go on that. They have got decent Blight resist. The Plague Doctor was probably not the best choice for the Wield, if I'm honest. I'm gonna level with you. I always get confused between the Wield and the Warrens. I know. You're thinking right now, right? If this guy doesn't know the difference between 2 of the 5 zones in the game, why does he think he has any business not only playing the game, but creating a beginner's guide to the game? It's just, they begin with W, man. It's just spelling. It's not Darkest Dungeon I'm bad at, it's spelling. I just don't know my alphabet. It's the only problem here. We'll have a weird reconstruction. Like, I get that there is a difference, but they're both zones that begin with W, and things tend to have Blight resist. Not only are those 2 very poor reasons for why I'm confused between those 2 things, but also they don't resolve the question of why I would bring a Plague Doctor to either of them. Anyway, I hope my explanation helps you understand a little bit where I'm coming from here. And we will... It's definitely going to be the Man-at-Arms, I think. No, it's going to be the Plague Doctor. She's missing slightly less health, but she has lower health, which means that it's more important to make sure that she's at full health, right? Makes a lot of sense. We don't want her to die. She's served us well. Punishment's heard.
As victory
Ooh, that's pretty good.
so too will resistance.
We're going to give you that right off the bat. Save inventory space. And give him extra bleed chance. Looking pretty good. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. No! Yeah, okay. No Crimson Curse. We can Abyssal Artillery. It doesn't do very much. I think that's fine, though. I think that's okay. Okay, we're not cursed. We're not cursed. I mean, he's already cursed, so that's okay. This guy has different skills, right? Oh, this one is like engorged with the blood. He is engorged. That seems bad. Does that mean we just get the blood for killing it, but it's slightly more dangerous? Same stats, same resists, different skills. Alright. I'm learning things. They do have a lot of susceptibility to bleed. Especially with this trinket, means they're guaranteed to be bled if they're hit, which is pretty strong. Anyone who's ever crushed a mosquito, though, will know that mosquito blood is not red. Mosquitoes just turn into a kind of like greyish black paste as soon as you touch them. They're incredibly fragile. And the only reason you would see red blood come out of one is if it's just bitten you. We will... I don't know, man. We could actually stun it again. They have some blight resist. The Plague Doctor was just not the best choice here at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with this team in a vacuum. Like this, in a vacuum, this team is fantastic. Unfortunately, we're not in a vacuum, so should maybe have taken a better class than the Plague Doctor for the wield. You know, we live and learn. 11 is not really what we're looking for here. 7, though, is pretty good. Oh, man, we're so maddened. Aren't we maddened? Alright, well, Noxious Blast, maybe we got an outside chance. I wouldn't put money on it. Alright, anyone surprised? Kind of thinking maybe I should start healing other people than the Flagellant. Maybe I should heal the Man-at-Arms here. Reason being, if the Flagellant does, for whatever reason, die, and I know that's extremely unlikely right now, he will heal everyone else in the party massively. So if everyone's at low HP and then the Flagellant dies, you get a huge benefit from that. Obviously, it's still better if he doesn't die, but, you know, if it does happen, worst comes to worst, it's great. You can't spend your whole life, like, preparing for the best and assuming the worst is going to happen. It's going to be the other way around, you know? Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. That's the golden rule. So yeah, there's no point preparing for the best to happen. Because if the best happens, then you're in a good spot. You don't need to prepare, right?
Promises success.
Yes, I do spend most of my life explaining extremely simple concepts in 3 or 4 different ways just to make sure that that everyone understands. Oh, scouting, buddy. Mosca, scout both of these rooms. I may not have to go to either of them. That might be it, actually. That might be it. We may have one more fight to go to. Glad I didn't go here now. We may have one more fight. We'll camp here. Mostly for the inventory space at this point. And then we'll use just stress reducing skills here. Might use Lash's Solace. Sufferly minus 10 stress. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. And Encourage. I think that's it, right? I think that's all of my stress reduction. Apart from Abandon Hope, which I think he's going to go in stress relief anyway, right? Yeah, I think that's about it. We'll use tactics then. Any 1 costs, the cure. Might as well give him some disease resist. It's unlikely to make any difference at all. Ambush? No ambush. Awesome.
A blazing
awesome.
star is born.
I think we will have to go to one of those rooms. And I mean, if I'm going to choose, obviously it's going to be the top room. We have got a trap, which is a slight negative because we've got no trap disarmors, but there's treasure. There be treasure ahead! Yo, that pirate accent is authentic, man. It's authentic. Spent the better part of 30 years trying to get rid of the Devonshire accent. But I can still bring it out when I need to. Don't you ever tell me I can't. Oh, this is a nasty last fight. Luckily, we can stun the back line. That makes rank 2 not particularly dangerous. It does kind of look like all of these fights are playing out the same, doesn't it? That's because they are. Hey man, don't fix it. Don't fix what ain't broke. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's how that saying goes. Alright, well ranks 3 and 4 are going to require very little in the way of additional damage. 1 damage for you, 8 damage for you. So we can Plague Grenade. 105%. Ah, shit. Alright. We'll Plague Grenade then. Might get some Blight on. Oh, it blighted both of them. That was really unlucky. Oh, unlikely, rather. Hit for 2. Maybe it would have been better to use Abyssal Artillery, which actually does more damage. Oh, yeah, Abyssal Artillery, like 100%. Yeah, massively more damage. Alright. That's a thing I learned. Well, I said this was going to be a difficult one. It actually seems to be going very well indeed. We'll stun you. Oh, okay, we won't stun you. That's okay. We don't have to stun you.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Not really, though. Not really. Don't worry about it. So this should be the last fight, unless there's something I've seriously missed. No secret room, by the way, and we scouted all of the possible corridors that could have contained one, so looks like legitimately no secret room, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure the secret room used to be guaranteed, right? You used to find a secret room in every single dungeon. Now you don't find a secret room all the time, even in long dungeons, although there is a higher chance to find one in a long dungeon. It's not always the case. Which I think is a good thing, because secret rooms have historically been extremely powerful. Should maybe have stunned the other one. Doesn't make too much difference, but yeah, maybe we should have stunned the other one. We're actually going to kill this one anyway, so it's, yeah, it doesn't make too much difference. I think maybe that was correct, yeah. If we're going to kill rank 1 first, then stunning rank 2 is definitely correct. You can... I didn't mean to do that. That was a misclick. Never mind. Rank 1 is dead. Rank 2, we need to do 12 damage to it. Can we stun it again? Oh man, you might have been able to hear the ice cream truck go past there. The ice cream truck, I mean the ice cream van, I guess. It's not really a truck. Apologies if you can hear that. If it's annoying for you, it's more annoying for me, I guarantee it. Makes me want ice cream, man. Man, I got ice cream in the fridge. Oh, crit for 4, nice. Also, don't worry, I haven't got ice cream in the fridge. I've got ice cream in the freezer. I'm not a terrible man-child. I mean, not in this respect, at least. Oh, 5, man. You're feeling bad about that, right? Okay, we will... No scouting. Don't need scouting. Get rid of the anti-venom, take the deeds.
Is it merely a trick of the light?
And we'll use a key here. Key unlocks a hidden compartment, as they often do. No, there is no blood here, buddy. Jesus Christ. Kind of want to give you the blood, but I'm not going to do that. Let's head back to town.
Every cleared path and charted route reduces the isolation of our troubled estate.
Nice. 22 deeds. 4 portraits, 28 crests. Over 15,000. Well, yeah, over 16,000. Gold and the sniper's ring. That's a pretty nice haul. More XP as well, obviously, is great. Torn Rotate is pretty bad. Warren's Adventure is okay. Fengophobia is awful. Backtrack is okay. Love Interest is pretty bad. Fengophobia is bad, but I don't know if I want to spend the gold on getting rid of it. I'll see how much it costs. I can't remember off the top of my head how much it will cost. But I will check. Oh, nice.
Calls for celebration.
Yeah, the tavern is having a free day. That's pretty good. Who was it? Campbell, right? 1,500? Alright, you know what? I'll take it. 1,500. I very, very rarely use the sanitarium early on, but sometimes when something like that happens, maybe that's for the best. You can use the brothel. You can use the bar. You can use the gambling hall. It's free, it's free, it's fucking free, boys. Fantastic. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I will see you next time.